Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed an incredible last session of this conference. Shout out in the chat if you can see me, you can hear me. We want to make sure that everyone's here and ready to wrap up together. I know that you guys can hear me. Go ahead and post in chat if you can see me. There we go. There, it's all coming through. Thanks, guys. Maybe there's a bit of a delay, but so good to see you. And thank you again and again and again for being here. We just appreciate your support, and we hope that this has been an incredibly valuable event for all of you. I know that I've been bouncing around. Now I've had FOMO between every theater, right? Like, well, what's going on over here? And what's going on over here? And every single conversation that I popped into was incredible, so inspirational, full of so much knowledge and experience and ideas. I have a page full of notes of just innovation and strategy that I can't wait to get my hands in. And I hope that you all feel the exact same way. As we are wrapping up and ready to go about our individual days, regardless of our time zones, we just want to leave you with some thoughts of how to act on all of the information that you have heard today, the information that you have heard or felt or thought of. What do you do with this experience? What's next after this expo? Well, I have some ideas. I have some suggestions. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Laurel Farr. I'm the CEO of Distribute Consulting. I'm also the founder of the Remote Work Association. I've been working remotely for 14 years and operating distributed companies the entire time. Now I specialize in change management and helping companies go from physical to virtual. And so this is a conversation that I have every single day is, what is the future of remote work, right? What's the future of business? What's next? What's the new normal? And in all of it, remote work is definitely part of it. The elements of remote work, the asynchronous communication, the results-based tracking, the virtual workspaces, all of that is part of our new normal, regardless of if we work in an office or not. So that is part of our life. But what's missing from that, and that most people think is a void in the future of work, is more humans. We have so many digital tools that are now constructing our entire lives. We wake up based on apps, and we always have our phone within our reach. And now our office buildings are literally software. Everything is digital, everything is virtual, and that's great because we can see our part in it, right? As advocates and as business leaders, we understand the benefits of that. But what's missing is that human element. People are interacting all day with a screen, and they're missing the fact that humans are on the other side of it. So if I can leave you with one tidbit of information or one piece of advice from somebody that has been interacting with the screen for a decade and a half, my advice to you would be, as you're going away from this event, remember the human element. Prioritize the human element. Don't just feel like you watched faces on a screen for a few hours. Don't just feel like you looked at avatars within Remo and you saw people there and there were big brands here. See this as an opportunity to connect with other people that feel the exact same way about remote work that you do. They capture the vision of remote work that you do. They capture the advocacy. They feel just as strongly about it as you do. You have something in common with these people that were here today all over the world. Get to know them, the real them, not just an avatar, but really connect. So I have 3 pieces of advice for you as you are going away from this expo and you are taking this information away. I have 3 ways that we can connect and can continue to connect as a community with the human element. So the first one is, as we're connecting with each other, connect with authenticity. If you are trying to reach out to people on LinkedIn and you're following up and you're saying, hey, I saw you at the expo, would love to connect. Make it personal. These are people. These avatars that you're seeing. I'm looking at Joe's face right now, the host of this amazing event, and his little icon is on chat. Like, yes, it's great to see Joe's face, but I know the real Joe, who's an amazing dad. He's got a fantastic virtual background that everybody always thinks is real, but it's not. And he's a scam artist. He's even met my parents one time when we accidentally overlapped in a Zoom room. Like, these are real people with real memories. Treat them as such. So as you're following up on LinkedIn or via email, reach out to them as a human being. Don't just send a link to your website. Actually reach out and say, hey, my name's Laurel. I watched your presentation at the Remote Startup Expo. I really loved how you said this. I would love to talk to you about it. Do you have time for a video call sometime? Connect with authenticity. Remember that you're interacting through a screen, not to a screen. You're connecting to human beings. Please treat them as such. The second way that we can preserve the human element in our community here is that we can and should collaborate with empathy. Our remote work industry has expanded and boomed by 10 years in the span of 2 weeks this year. We never expected this level of growth for remote work. And so that has all of us really, really excited. But you know what else it has us feeling? Competitive. We feel like we're going to miss the boat if we aren't able to compete. We feel like there's all of these people around us and they're going to have the better idea than we do. And oh my gosh, are we going to make it? And this big business is also capitalizing on remote work and they're going to squash our little business. We're fearful. We're competitive. We're really all just trying to make sure that there is a piece of the pie for us in the future of remote work. But it doesn't have to be like that. Please, as you're reaching out to people, don't just think, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? If I have a partnership with them, it's going to make my brand look better. Don't be that person. Don't be that brand. Be human about your partnerships. Be human about your marketing and collaboration opportunities. And think of how you can have true synergy and work together to make each other better and be more focused on the other person than you are on yourself. So collaborate with empathy is number 2. And then number 3 is celebrate with sincerity. This is part of that lack of competition in our community. We are a community. We are a much bigger community than we were at the beginning of this year, but we are still a community of advocates that sees the future of remote work, and we believe in it, and we want to just support each other in building and growing this industry together. And sometimes that means that we're going to win, but sometimes it means that other people are going to win, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that we need to look down on them. It doesn't mean that we need to be jealous of them. It means that we're a community and we have to support each other. And if we cannot celebrate each other's accomplishments and reward each other and clap and applaud and be excited for each other's wins, then we will never win ourselves. We are in this together and we have to move forward together in this incredible, unprecedented, unexpected period of hypergrowth. So I'll turn the time back over to Joe and his team for more closing remarks and to express their gratitude to you for attending. But again, from me and my team at Distribute Consulting, thank you so much for attending. And as you're moving forward and taking these ideas and implementing them and taking action on all of the advice that you've heard today, please remember to preserve the human element. And again, I'm reading my notes here. Connect with authenticity, collaborate with empathy, and celebrate with sincerity. Thanks so much, you guys. We'll see you again soon.
Hey everyone. Hey, everybody. Uh, I think by now you got the sense, you understand why I asked Laurel and Andreas to help with the closing remarks here. I mean, I'm just my arm's tired from writing so many notes down. Just Laurel with her advice and and kind of bringing back to the human perspective, and Andreas with his just mind blowing questions about the future and future. Interestingly, a year ago, they were the first two people to actually be on a panel at the very first event, and it's just wonderful full circle to have them present at this event in the closing remarks section. Appreciate everyone making it to this point. This was a big day. We definitely had some tech challenges. And the good news is we all sort of understand that's just the way things are when you're going and kind of using platforms for the first time, many of us. But the good news is we had 29 speakers and 29 facilitators, and everyone made it. Everyone showed up. We got all of them done. So, which in my mind is a small miracle. And these speakers, I mean, but I mean, these speakers are just top notch, like world class speakers in the future work and remote work categories. So very grateful to them. And bear in mind we're doing this all as kind of our side hustle. Most of us have day-to-day jobs as VCs and founders and consultants and whatnot. But we're really proud of what we were able to provide for you. And I also wanted to mention in terms of our nonprofit sponsor, code 2040. We are currently at $2,600, $60. So very grateful for that, for everyone putting in, and would love it if we could get another 1,000 or so to donate towards this amazing cause. And I would say just my other comment on the event is similar to Laurel. I was popping around different events trying to pick up pieces here and there, and it was just impossible to see everything. And so that's the one challenge with having these multi-tracks is you can't see all the amazing content. But we are going to try to get this all up for you. So for anything you did miss, you're going to be able to check out at a later date. and we look forward to being able to provide that for you. So just want to say to wrap things up, we love this community. We love Distributed Valley. We're grateful to all our speakers, co-organizers, VIP facilitators, and sponsors, and to you, the attendees who show up here. And I'm seeing a lot of people who've showed up to multiple events. We appreciate it. We value you. We want to meet you. That's why, even though the core content part of the event is over, we're now going to be shifting to a happy hour networking event hosted by ArcDev. But just for attendees, feel free to reach out to speakers, co-organizers on LinkedIn or Twitter or other ways and make that connection. This Distributed Valley community, we want to be very tight, and we think we're building a special community here. So definitely feel free to do that. So at this moment, I'm going to invite Debbie and Lauren up here to help lead this happy hour and conclude this very successful event.
Might want to open that camera cover, right? Thanks, Drew. It's been a fantastic day.
Welcome, Debbie. Welcome, Lauren. Take it away.
All right, so I'll let Debbie get our slides sharing and we'll kick off this happy hour. All right, got those slides up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final event of the day, the virtual happy hour giveaway and scavenger hunt. I'm Lauren Pikert from arc.dev, here with my colleague Debbie, who is behind the slides right now. So we're from Arc.dev. Arc connects your company with pre-vetted expert remote software engineers. But don't worry, that's all I'm going to say about Arc today, because I know you're eager to start networking and meeting people. But if you do have any questions about Arc, I welcome you to reach out to me or one of my teammates during the networking session, or check out our website. And I would also like to quickly mention that we just launched the new season of our podcast, Mastering Remote. This podcast features single topic deep dives for distributed team leaders and remote professionals. And this week, we just chatted with Joe Blair on the topic of raising capital remotely. Previous guests also include many other familiar faces from today: Liam Martin, Justin Mitchell, Laurel Farr, and Hoyin Chung. So if you'd like to hear more expert advice to help you work smarter and manage better remotely, you can search Mastering Remote on your favorite podcast player. All right, so now before we jump into getting to know each other, I'd like to invite you all to enter our happy hour giveaway. We'll be selecting 2 winners of the Razer Kio, which is an HD webcam with its own adjustable selfie light. This is one of the best webcams of 2020, featured in New York Times, Business Insider, Tom's Hard. And so even if you already have, probably like a lot of our speakers here today, crazy remote work setups with 10 selfie lights and a fancy camera, you still might actually want this because it's small and portable, so you can look great in your meetings, even if you're using your laptop, or even if you're hiding in the closet from your children. So you can enter this giveaway by taking our super quick survey here. It's a little small. If you want to see it bigger, you can click there to expand the slides. But we'll show you again at the end, so don't worry about that. And before you actually rush to fill it out, there's still a little secret I'd like to tell you in a minute before I send you off. So hang tight for just a moment longer, and I'll tell you more about that soon. So next, I'm going to go over our networking floors. This is how it will work. First, you can choose from 3 different networking floors depending on your interests. Floor 1 will discuss hiring. Floor 2 will be about culture and team bonding, and floor 3 is about communication. So as you can see on the screenshot of the map here, on the left side of your screen, you'll find the floor numbers. They kind of look like a little elevator button panel. Super cute. I love Remo. So you can just click on the button of the floor you want to go to, 1, 2, or 3, and then you can join a table by double clicking on it. And I encourage you to stick to the big 8-person or wooden 6-person tables as shown by the little blue circles in the screenshot. Okay, so here's the fun part. Today, we are going to play the game 2 Truths, 1 Lie, Quarantine Edition. So for those of you who have never played this game before, or a similar version, here's how it works. Each person will state 3 facts about yourself. 2 will be true, or facts about yourself. 2 will be true, and 1 will be a lie. So for example, during this pandemic, I, 1, cut my entire family's hair, 2, dyed my own hair pink, 3, joined a work meeting from my swimming pool. So now one of these is a lie, and it's up to you to guess which one is a lie when I meet you at the networking tables, and I'm really excited to hear what truths and lies you all come up with too, and what you've all been up to this crazy year, other than working remotely. So, okay, we're almost ready. Remember, once you get to your table, turn your camera and microphone on. Then you can take turns introducing yourselves, where you work, what you do, and then share your 2 truths and 1 lie about your pandemic lifestyle. And then you can just have some fun guessing each other's lies. And afterwards, you can relax, have a casual conversation about your networking floor's topic. And feel free to share any challenges, obstacles, wins, tools, recommendations, and advice that might help others. And okay, last thing before we go. Here's the secret you've been waiting for. We're also going to be doing a little scavenger hunt. So while you're networking, keep your eyes open for members of the ARC team, me and my teammate Debbie. If you meet us, you can ask us each for a secret code word. And if you know our secret codes, when you fill out the survey to enter the giveaway, you can get extra entries for the prize. Again, here's the giveaway link. I think we'll also post it in the chat for you so you have no problem finding it. And I think that means we're ready to go. So you can now choose your networking floors, join a table, turn your cam and mic on, and I'll see you very soon.